Today I'm going to show you how to create normal maps. Now the purpose of this is to create low poly game assets with high levels of detail. So you can see I've got a detailed create asset here and one with no detail on here. You can see from my poly count there's quite a big difference. The first thing I need to do is to my low poly create, I'm just going to add a new material. I'm going to add a blin and then I'm going to position it in the same place as my other create. Now I'm going to go to the lighting and shading. Sorry, make sure that you're on the rendering drop down here. Go to lighting and shading and then transfer maps. Because I've already got my low poly create selected, it's already come up as my target mesh. That means the mesh that we want to project the detail onto. I then also need a source mesh. So I'm just going to create the high poly mesh and just check add selected. I then just need to make sure a few of these settings are correct. So first of all I want a normal map, so I select normal. Tell it where to save it by clicking the folder. I want it on the desktop. Call it normal. And choose Targa, our old favourite, because it's lossless. Hit save. Then there's a few other options. Make sure you've got tangent space selected here. Use Maya command settings should be checked. Connect maps to and then assigned shader should be selected here. And I'm just going to do quite a high res power of 2 map width and height there, so we've got 1024. Sampling quality you can do low, I'm going to go medium, and I'm going to have a fill texture seams by 3 just to avoid any bleeding. I'm going to go to advanced options, and there for this purpose should just be okay. And back up to the top, you just need to drop the display to, rather than mesh, you want it as envelope. Now the envelope is this red area that we can see highlighted here. And you can see that all of my mesh is within the red area, so that is fine. And if we're happy, we can then hit bake and close. Okay, that should be ready now. And I should have 2 objects now. Make sure that your renderer is on high quality or you won't be able to see this. So I've got my initial box with high poly and high details, and then I've got my new crate which is still very low poly but still with all the same added detail on. If I want to show a bit more of this detail I could add a light to the scene, but it should reflect in the same way that the previous object does.